My child, my beloved, stop your hand right now. Do not keep scrolling. Do not pass by these words as if they were ordinary, because they are not. They have been brought to you from the highest celestial courts, directly from the throne where destinies are decreed and spiritual battles are ordered. Something profound has just occurred in the invisible realm. Your name has been spoken in the chambers of angelic warfare. A mark of divine protection has been sealed upon your forehead, upon your spirit, upon your entire lineage. And what I am about to reveal to you will change not just your day, but the entire course of your life. Listen carefully, not with your physical ears, but with the ear of your soul. Because in this precise instant, while your eyes travel across these lines, there is a battle being waged for you. It is not a battle you initiated. It is not a battle you saw coming. But it is a battle that the kingdom of darkness has declared against your destiny, against your advancement, against the fullness that heaven has decreed for you. And I want you to know something crucial right now. You are not in this battle by accident. You are not being attacked because you are weak. You are being attacked because you are powerful. You are being resisted because your destiny is so bright that the dark forces fear what will happen when you finally walk in the totality of your purpose. They know something that perhaps you have not yet fully understood. They know you are marked for greatness. They know your time has come. And because of this, they are desperate to stop you before you cross the threshold into your victory. But my beloved, hear this with crystal clarity. Before this battle began, before you felt the first weight of spiritual resistance, before confusion touched your mind or fatigue invaded your body, you had already been marked for protection. Archangel Michael himself has been assigned to your case, not because you asked for it, not because you deserved it by your own merits, but because heaven saw your end from your beginning and determined that you will not fail. Now pay very close attention, because what I am about to tell you carries eternal weight. In the last hours, perhaps in the last days, you have felt something strange, a heaviness you cannot explain, a tiredness that does not come from your physical activities. Thoughts that arise from nowhere, thoughts of doubt, of fear, of hopelessness, sudden confusion about decisions that previously seemed clear, relationships that suddenly become complicated for no apparent reason, financial obstacles that appear just when you thought you were going to advance, health problems without medical explanation, sleep interruptions, nightmares, the sensation of being watched. Does this sound familiar, my beloved? Then listen well. These are not accidents. It is not bad luck. It is not your imagination. It is spiritual warfare. And the fact that you are experiencing this right now is the clearest proof that you are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been. The enemy does not attack those who pose no threat. He only attacks those whose destiny has the power to dismantle his strongholds. But here is the truth that darkness does not want you to know. You are already protected. The mark was placed upon you before you were born. It is in your spiritual DNA. It is sealed in your heavenly identity. And there is no power in hell, no principality, no demonic force, no witchcraft, no curse, no word spoken against you that can break that mark of protection. Archangel Michael is not a simple messenger. He is the commander of the celestial armies. He is the warrior prince who defends the children of light. And when he is assigned to protect you, it is not a passive protection. It is an active, aggressive, militant protection. Every arrow that is shot toward you is intercepted. Every trap that is placed in your path is disarmed. Every conspiracy formed against you is exposed and dismantled. Every nocturnal attack is repelled before it can touch you. Breathe deeply now, my child, my beloved. Let this truth penetrate to the deepest part of your being. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And in this moment, as you read these words, there are warrior angels positioned around you, forming a circle of protection that is impenetrable. Now, listen to me very carefully, because what I am about to reveal to you next is direct information from the Celestial Council. There has been a recent decree. an order that has been issued from the throne of the supreme divinity, and that decree carries your name. It says this son, this daughter, shall be protected during this battle. No weapon formed against them shall prosper. Every tongue that rises in judgment shall be condemned. Every strategy of the enemy shall fail. Every attack shall be reversed. And when this battle ends, they will not only emerge unharmed, but promoted, elevated, strengthened, and positioned at a level they have never before experienced. Do you understand what this means? My beloved, it means your victory has already been decreed. It is not something you hope will happen. It already happened in the spiritual realm, and now it is simply manifesting in the natural realm. The outcome is already determined. You have already won. The battle has already ended in your favor. The only thing you need to do now is stand firm, maintain your faith, and not retreat before the illusions that the enemy projects to make you think you are losing. Because that is what the enemy does when he knows he has already lost. He creates illusions. He projects shadows. He magnifies small problems to make them seem like insurmountable mountains. He whispers lies to your mind to convince you there is no hope, that things will not change, that perhaps you are not as special as you thought. But all of those are tactics of a defeated adversary who is desperate to make you give up before you see your victory manifest. Do not fall into that trap, my beloved. Do not take a single step back. Do not yield a single inch of territory. Stand firm in this truth. You are marked for protection. You are sealed for victory. You are destined for greatness that transcends your current battles. Now I want you to do something specific. In the comments below, write these exact words. I am protected. I am sealed. I am victorious. These are not just words. It is your declaration of alignment with the celestial decree that has already been pronounced over your life. It is your way of telling the spiritual realm that you are conscious of your identity, of your position, of your divine protection. And when you declare it publicly, something activates. The angels receive the signal that you are awake, that you are alert, that you agree with heaven's plan. And when there is agreement between the celestial and the earthly, manifestation accelerates. Do it now, my child. Write, I am protected, I am sealed, I am victorious. And as you do, feel how something changes in the atmosphere around you. It may be subtle, it may be powerful, but something definitely changes. Now let us continue, because there is more you need to know. The battle you are facing has 3 layers. Allow me to reveal them to you so that you can understand exactly what you are fighting against, and more importantly, how it is already being overcome in your favor. The first layer is the battle against your mind. You have noticed that lately your mind has been a battlefield, thoughts that come and go, confusion where there was clarity before, doubts about decisions that previously seemed certain, anxiety about the future, dark thoughts that are not yours but appear as if they were. This is the first line of attack because the enemy knows that if he can conquer your mind, he can control your actions. But here is the protective truth. Your mind is being renewed right now. As you read these words, there is a spiritual cleansing occurring. Thoughts that are not of light are being exposed and expelled. Mental clarity is being restored. The peace that surpasses all understanding is being poured over your mental processes. And from now on, you will have discernment to recognize which thoughts are yours, which are from God, and which are attacks from the adversary. And with that discernment comes the power to reject everything that does not come from the light. The second layer is the battle against your emotions. You have felt emotional ups and downs that have no logical explanation. One moment you feel full of hope, and the next sadness invades you. One day you are motivated, and the next you cannot even get out of bed. Anger that arises from nowhere. Fear whose source you cannot locate. Loneliness even though you are surrounded by people. This is also not accidental. It is an attack directed at your emotional stability, because when your emotions are unstable, it is difficult to maintain faith. It is difficult to pray. It is difficult to make good decisions. But my beloved, your emotional life is being healed in this moment. The ancient wounds that have been entry points for emotional attacks are being closed and sealed. Inner healing is flowing like a river of living waters through every painful memory, every past betrayal, every disappointment that left a mark. And what will emerge from this process is an emotionally mature, stable you, free from the bondages of the past. The third layer is the battle against your destiny. This is the most serious because it is not just about making you uncomfortable, but about completely diverting you from the path for which you were born. You have experienced closed doors where they were supposed to open, opportunities that seemed perfect but vanished at the last moment, people who promised to help you but disappeared, projects that should have succeeded but mysteriously failed, delays that make no sense, timing that seems always off. This is not misfortune. This is deliberate interference with your destiny timeline. But hear me now. This interference is being dismantled as we speak. The Archangel Michael is personally removing every obstacle, every blockage, every demonic assignment that has been placed to delay your destiny. And what was delayed is now being accelerated. What was blocked is now being opened. What was stolen is now being restored with interest. Now, my beloved, I need to tell you something that will shift your entire perspective on what you have been experiencing. Every attack you have faced, every battle you have fought, every moment of resistance you have encountered was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you. Because the destiny that awaits you on the other side of this battle is so significant, so impactful, so world-changing that you needed to be strengthened, refined, and made unshakable before you could carry it. You see, heaven does not give massive assignments to weak vessels. Heaven does not entrust kingdom-shifting authority to those who have never been tested. The very fact that you have been under such intense warfare is proof that what you are about to step into requires a level of spiritual strength, mental fortitude, and emotional stability that could only be developed through battle. Think about it. Every great warrior in history was forged in battle. Every champion was tested before they received their crown. Every person who changed the world faced opposition before they achieved their breakthrough. And you, my beloved, are no different. You are being forged. You are being tested. You are being prepared for a level of influence and impact that your current mind cannot yet fully comprehend. But I want you to understand something clearly. The preparation season is ending. The testing phase is concluding. The refinement process is reaching its completion. And what comes next is your emergence, your debut. Your unveiling to the world as the powerful, protected, anointed vessel that you were always meant to be. Now breathe deeply again, because what I am about to tell you will require you to expand your faith beyond where it has ever been before. The protection that has been placed over you is not just for this battle. It is permanent. It is a lifetime seal. From this moment forward, you carry an authority that the spiritual realm must recognize and respect. When you speak, demons tremble. When you pray, heaven moves. When you declare, angels are dispatched to bring it to pass. This is not arrogance. This is your identity. This is who you were created to be. And the reason the enemy fought so hard to keep you from this realization is because he knew that once you understood your true identity, once you stepped into your full authority, once you operated from the position of protection rather than fear, you would become unstoppable. And that is exactly what is happening right now. As you read these words, as you absorb this truth, as you allow this revelation to penetrate your spirit, you are shifting from victim to victor. You are transitioning from defended to defender. You are moving from protected to protector. Because you see, my beloved, the protection over your life is not just for you. It is for everyone connected to you, everyone who will come under your covering, everyone who will benefit from the destiny you are about to walk into. Let me tell you what the angels are saying about you right now. They are saying, this one has endured. This one has not quit. This one has maintained faith when everything said to doubt. This one has kept their heart pure when bitterness was justified. This one has continued to love when hatred would have been easier. This one has persevered when giving up would have been understandable. This one is ready. This one is approved. This one shall now be promoted. Do you hear that, my child? The heavenly council has declared you ready, not because you are perfect, not because you have never made mistakes, but because through every imperfection, through every mistake, through every stumble, you kept getting back up. You kept moving forward. You kept your face toward the light, even when darkness surrounded you. And that kind of tenacity, that kind of persistence, that kind of unshakable faith is what heaven was looking for. Because anyone can maintain faith when everything is going well. But only the truly chosen can maintain faith in the fire, in the storm, in the valley, in the wilderness, in the darkness, in the waiting, in the testing, in the battle. You are that chosen one. And your time of waiting is over. Now, I need you to do something important. I need you to say out loud, even if in a whisper, even if you are in a crowded room and must say it silently in your heart. I receive this protection. I accept this marking. I align with this destiny. I agree with heaven's decree over my life. Say it now. Do not analyze it. Do not question it. Just say it. Because when you speak those words, you are activating an ancient spiritual law, the law of agreement. When earth agrees with heaven, heaven manifests on earth. When your will aligns with God's will, impossibilities become possibilities. When your declaration matches heaven's decree, the spiritual becomes physical. And right now, as you make this declaration, there is a shifting in the unseen realm. Angelic forces are being repositioned. Demonic assignments are being cancelled. Doors that were closed are beginning to unlock. Opportunities that were hidden are being revealed. People who are meant to help you are being divinely directed toward your path. Resources that you need are being released from unexpected sources. This is not hope. This is not wishful thinking. This is spiritual reality. This is how the kingdom operates. And you, my beloved, are now operating in full alignment with kingdom principles. But I must tell you something else. With great protection comes great responsibility. You have been protected not just for your own benefit, but so that you can become a protector for others. You have been marked not just for your own glory, but so that you can lead others into their glory. You have been sealed not just for your own victory, but so that you can help others achieve their victory. This means that what you are about to walk into is not just personal success. It is kingdom assignment. It is generational impact. It is legacy building. And that requires a different mindset, a different approach, a different understanding of purpose. You must begin to see yourself not just as someone being blessed, but as someone through whom blessings will flow to many. Not just as someone being delivered, but as someone who will deliver others. Not just as someone being healed, but as someone who will bring healing to nations. Not just as someone being protected, but as someone under whose covering many will find safety. This is the weight of the calling. This is the magnitude of the assignment. This is why the preparation was so intense. Because what you are about to carry requires strength that only comes through testing. What you are about to build requires wisdom that only comes through battle. What you are about to lead requires authority that only comes through submission to divine process. And you, my child, have been through the process. You have endured the testing. You have survived the battle, and now you are being commissioned. You are being deployed. You are being sent forth with power, with authority, with protection, and with purpose. Now let me tell you what is about to change in your life. First, your perception. You will begin to see things you never saw before. Spiritual realities will become clearer. Divine strategies will be downloaded to your mind. Wisdom beyond your years will flow through your words. People will be amazed at your insight, your discernment, your understanding. But you will know it is not you. It is the anointing that rests upon you because of the protection that covers you. Second, your relationships. Not everyone who was with you in the battle season will go with you into the breakthrough season, and that is okay. Some people are assigned to your life for a season, and when that season ends, they must exit. Do not mourn their departure. Do not try to hold on to connections that have fulfilled their purpose. Instead, make room for the new relationships that are coming. Divine connections, covenant friendships, strategic partnerships. People who recognize your anointing and will help you carry your calling. Third, your resources. Money that was blocked is being released. Opportunities that were denied are being opened. Favor that was withheld is being poured out. You are about to experience a financial shift that defies natural explanation. Not because you won the lottery, not because someone gave you a handout, but because heaven is releasing the resources that were always assigned to your destiny, but were held back until you were ready to steward them properly. Fourth, your influence. Your voice is about to reach people you never imagined. Your story is about to inspire thousands. Your testimony is about to become someone else's hope. Your breakthrough is about to become a prophetic sign to others who are still in their battle that victory is possible, that protection is real, that God is faithful. But with increased influence comes increased opposition. Do not be surprised if, after this breakthrough, you face new levels of spiritual warfare. The difference is, you will no longer face them as a victim. You will face them as a victor. You will no longer fight from a position of weakness. You will fight from a position of strength. You will no longer battle to survive. You will battle to advance, to conquer, to possess, to establish. And every battle you win from this point forward will not just be for you. It will be breaking generational curses. It will be clearing paths for those coming behind you. It will be establishing new spiritual territories for the kingdom of light. This is who you are now. This is what you carry. This is the weight of the protection that has been placed over you. You are not just protected for yourself. You are protected because you are carrying something that the world needs. You are shielded because you are transporting a message that will set captives free. You are covered because you are about to demolish strongholds that have existed for generations. Now, before we go further, I need you to make a commitment, not to me, but to yourself and to heaven. I need you to commit that you will not waste this protection. You will not squander this opportunity. You will not shrink back from the calling. You will not let fear, doubt, or insecurity cause you to play small when you were created for greatness. In the comments below, write these words: I will not waste my protection. I will walk in my calling. I will fulfill my purpose. This is your covenant with destiny. This is your agreement with heaven. This is your declaration to hell that you are no longer available for defeat, delay, or detour. Write it now. And as you do, feel the weight of that commitment. Feel the seriousness of that promise. Feel the power of that declaration. My beloved, we are reaching a critical point in this message. What I am about to tell you next will determine how quickly you experience the manifestation of everything I have spoken. Are you ready? Do not rush this. Do not skim this. Every word matters. The mark of protection that is on you becomes fully activated through your faith. You must believe it is there even when you do not see evidence of it. You must trust it is working even when circumstances suggest otherwise. You must stand on this truth even when your mind questions it. This is where most people miss their breakthrough. They receive the word. They get excited about the promise. But when the battle intensifies, when the pressure increases, when the opposition seems to grow stronger, they abandon their faith. They return to fear. They go back to doubt. They retreat to the old mindset of victim instead of standing in the new identity of victor. You cannot do that. You must not do that. Because the moment you abandon faith is the moment you deactivate the protection. Not because God withdraws it, but because faith is the key that unlocks its full operation in your life. Think of it like this. You have a shield, but you must hold it up. You have armor, but you must put it on. You have a sword, but you must wield it. The protection is there, but you must activate it through faith, through declaration, through standing firm even when everything around you says to run. This is why the enemy works so hard to attack your faith. He knows he cannot penetrate your protection. But if he can get you to drop your shield, if he can convince you to remove your armor, if he can trick you into putting down your sword, then he can strike. Not because the protection failed, but because you stopped activating it. So hear me clearly, maintain your faith, guard your confession, protect your peace, keep your joy, hold your position. Stand your ground. Do not let anyone or anything convince you that the protection is not real, that the marking is not valid, that the victory is not certain. Because it is real. It is valid. It is certain. The battle is already won. The outcome is already determined. Your victory is already secured. All that remains is for you to stand long enough to see it manifest in the natural realm. Now breathe deeply once more. Feel the peace that is settling over your spirit right now. That is not just a feeling. That is the presence of the Archangel Michael and his angelic forces taking their positions around you. They are forming a wall of fire that no enemy can cross. They are establishing a perimeter of protection that no darkness can penetrate. They are creating a safe space where you can rest, recover, regroup, and prepare for the next level. You are safe, my beloved. You are covered. You are shielded. You are protected. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can change that except you choosing to walk away from it. So do not walk away. Stay here. Stay in this truth. Stay in this revelation. Stay in this identity. And as you do, watch what happens. Watch how your circumstances begin to shift. Watch how your enemies begin to retreat. Watch how your blessings begin to manifest. Watch how your destiny begins to unfold exactly as heaven always planned it would. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. Do not let it pass you by. Do not let fear talk you out of it. Do not let doubt rob you of it. Do not let the enemy steal it from you. Stand firm. Stay strong. Keep faith. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is here. Your victory is not distant. It is now. Your destiny is not someday. It is today. Receive it. Embrace it. Walk in it. And watch as the God of heaven demonstrates through your life that his promises are true, his protection is real, and his children are marked for victory before the battle even begins. Now, to seal everything we have spoken today, I want you to share this message with 3 people who are also in battle right now. By doing so, you are activating the law of multiplication. What you give, you receive. What you sow, you reap. When you help someone else receive their protection, you strengthen your own. When you point someone else toward their victory, you accelerate your own. So share this with 3 people, not randomly, but intentionally. People who came to your mind while you were reading this. People whose names dropped into your spirit. People you know are fighting battles they have not told anyone about. Send them this message. Send them this hope. Send them this revelation, that they too are marked for protection before their battle even began. And finally, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the direct messages from the angelic realm that are specifically assigned to guide you through your journey. This is not just about watching content. This is about staying connected to the divine frequency, to the prophetic word, to the spiritual guidance that will keep you aligned with your protected path. Your protection is permanent. Your victory is certain. Your destiny is secure. Walk forward in faith, knowing that the Archangel Michael himself walks with you, guarding your steps, fighting your battles, and ensuring that you arrive at everything heaven has prepared for you. You are marked, you are sealed, you are protected, and absolutely nothing can change that. Now go forth and live like the protected, powerful, purposeful child of destiny that you are. Your breakthrough begins now. My child, my beloved, there is still more that heaven needs you to understand about this protection that has been placed over you. Do not close this message yet. Do not think you have heard everything, because what I am about to reveal to you now will give you the keys to not just surviving this battle, but to dominating it completely. You see, the mark of protection on your life is not just defensive, it is also offensive. It does not just keep the enemy out, it also pushes him back. It does not just shield you from attack, It also positions you for conquest. This is what most people do not understand about divine protection. They think it is passive, that it simply guards them while they hide and wait for the storm to pass. But that is not the nature of the protection that the Archangel Michael brings. When Michael is assigned to your case, he does not come just to build a wall around you. He comes to train you for war. He comes to teach you how to fight. He comes to awaken the warrior that has been sleeping inside you. Because heaven's protection is not designed to make you weak and dependent. It is designed to make you strong and dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. Let me tell you what is happening right now in the spiritual realm. As you have been reading these words, as you have been absorbing this truth, as you have been aligning with this revelation, something has been awakening in you, a strength you did not know you had, a courage you thought you lost, a fire that has been dormant for too long. That is the warrior anointing being activated. That is the spirit of conquest being stirred. That is the authority that was always yours, but that you forgot how to use. And the enemy is terrified of this awakening. He is not afraid of you being protected. He is afraid of you realizing that you are not just protected, but powerful. He is not worried about you surviving. He is worried about you advancing. He is not concerned about you defending. He is terrified of you attacking. Because once you understand that the same power that protects you also empowers you, once you grasp that the same shield that defends you also becomes a weapon in your hands, once you realize that you are not the hunted but the hunter, everything changes. The battle shifts, the momentum reverses, the tables turn, and that is exactly what is happening right now. This is not just a message about protection. This is a message about activation. You are not being told to hide behind your shield. You are being commissioned to pick up your sword. You are not being instructed to cower in a corner. You are being commanded to advance on enemy territory. You are not being called to merely survive. You are being mandated to conquer. Now listen carefully, because I am about to give you specific strategies that the Archangel Michael himself has released for you to use in this battle. These are not theories. These are not suggestions. These are battle-tested, heaven-approved, demon-defeating strategies that will shift the entire course of your warfare. The first strategy is the power of declaration. You must begin to speak to your situation instead of speaking about your situation. Stop telling people how hard things are. Stop rehearsing your problems. Stop giving voice to your fears. Instead, start declaring what heaven has said. Start proclaiming your victory. Start announcing your breakthrough. Start speaking your destiny into existence. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you look at the news, before you start thinking about all your problems, open your mouth and declare, I am protected by the Archangel Michael. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every attack launched against my life fails. I am victorious today. I am blessed today. I am advancing today. The favor of heaven rests upon me. Divine opportunities are coming to me. Supernatural provision is flowing toward me. I am walking in my destiny today. Do this every single morning without fail, and watch what happens. Watch how your days begin to shift. Watch how your circumstances begin to align. Watch how your breakthrough begins to manifest. Because when you declare truth, you create reality. When you speak life, you bring life. When you announce victory, you activate victory. The second strategy is the practice of spiritual warfare through praise. The enemy cannot stand in the presence of genuine worship. When you praise God in the middle of your battle, something breaks in the spiritual realm. When you worship in your wilderness, chains fall off. When you sing in your storm, walls come down. This is not just emotional expression. This is a weapon of warfare. So I want you to do something radical. In your most difficult moments, instead of complaining, start praising. When the attack is strongest, start worshiping. When everything seems to be falling apart, start thanking God for the victory you cannot yet see. This will feel unnatural. It will feel forced. It will feel fake at first, but do it anyway. Because you are not praising based on what you feel. You are praising based on what you know. And what you know is that God is faithful, that his promises are true, that your protection is real, and that your victory is certain. Let me tell you what happens in the unseen realm when you praise in your pain. The angels receive strength to fight on your behalf. The demonic forces lose their grip. The atmosphere shifts from darkness to light. Your faith increases. Your hope is restored. Your joy returns. And joy is not just an emotion, it is a strength. The scripture says the joy of the Lord is your strength. When you have joy, you have power. When you have praise, you have victory. The third strategy is the discipline of fasting. Now, I know this is not what people want to hear. We live in a culture of immediate gratification, of constant consumption, of never denying ourselves anything. But there are some levels of breakthrough that only come through fasting and prayer. There are some demons that only leave through this method. There are some blessings that are only released when you show heaven that you are serious enough to sacrifice. I'm not talking about starving yourself. I'm not talking about extreme measures that harm your body. I'm talking about strategic, intentional, spirit-led fasting. Maybe it is one meal a day. Maybe it is one day a week. Maybe it is a certain type of food. Maybe it is media, social platforms, or entertainment. Whatever it is, when you fast, you are telling your flesh that your spirit is in charge. You are declaring to heaven that this breakthrough matters more than your comfort. You are announcing to hell that you are willing to fight at a higher level. And when you fast, things shift. Your spiritual senses become sharper. You hear God's voice more clearly. You discern the enemy's tactics more quickly. You pray with more power. You fight with more authority. Fasting does not make God love you more, but it does position you to receive more of what he has already released. The fourth strategy is the wisdom of strategic relationships. You must be very careful about who you allow into your inner circle during this season. Not everyone can handle where you are going. Not everyone can celebrate your breakthrough. Not everyone has pure intentions toward your destiny. There are people in your life right now who are pretending to be for you, but are secretly against you. There are relationships that look like blessings, but are actually assignments from the enemy to distract, delay, or derail you. The Archangel Michael is revealing these people to you right now. You have been sensing something off about certain relationships. You have been feeling uncomfortable around certain people. You have been noticing patterns of betrayal, jealousy, competition, or manipulation. Those are not just feelings. Those are warnings from your spirit. Pay attention to them. It is time to release what is not assigned to your destiny. It is time to create boundaries with people who drain your energy. It is time to disconnect from relationships that do not honor your anointing. This does not make you mean. It makes you wise. This does not make you unforgiving. It makes you discerning. This does not make you prideful. It makes you protected. Remember, you can love people from a distance. You can pray for people without being in close relationship with them. You can bless people without giving them access to your life. Protect your peace. Guard your anointing. Value your destiny enough to be selective about who walks with you. The fifth strategy is the investment of your time in the secret place. Your breakthrough will not be won in public. It will be won in private. Your victory will not come from what people see you doing. It will come from what heaven sees you doing when no one else is watching. The enemy does not fear your public declarations. He fears your private prayers. He does not tremble at your social media posts. He trembles at your secret time with God. You must make it a non-negotiable priority to spend time alone with God every single day. Not just reading devotionals, not just listening to sermons, not just singing worship songs, but actual, intimate, focused, undistracted time in the presence of God. This is where you get recharged. This is where you receive strategy. This is where you download fresh revelation. This is where you are reminded of who you are and whose you are. Turn off your phone, close the door, eliminate every distraction, and just be with God. Talk to him, listen to him, wait on him. Rest in him. This is not a religious obligation. This is a relationship necessity. And in that secret place, things will be revealed to you. Strategies will be given to you. Promises will be confirmed to you. Strength will be imparted to you. And you will emerge from that place ready to face anything the enemy throws at you. Now, my beloved, I want to address something that you have been feeling but have been afraid to acknowledge. You have been feeling guilty about your warfare. You have been wondering if maybe you did something to deserve this attack. You have been questioning whether your struggles are punishment for past mistakes. Let me settle this for you once and for all. This battle is not because you did something wrong. This battle is because you are about to do something right. Stop carrying guilt that does not belong to you. Stop accepting blame for attacks that are not your fault. Stop believing the lie that you somehow brought this on yourself. The enemy is attacking you because he sees your future. He knows your potential. He recognizes your calling, and he is trying desperately to stop you before you fully step into it. Every prophet faced opposition. Every king faced enemies. Every person with a great destiny faced great battles. You are in good company. The intensity of your warfare is actually confirmation of the importance of your assignment. Hell does not waste resources on people who do not matter. The fact that you are under attack means you pose a threat, and the Archangel Michael has been sent to make sure you survive this battle and emerge stronger than ever. Now let me tell you what is about to happen in your life. Within the next few days, you are going to see the first sign of your breakthrough. It might be small, it might be subtle, but it will be there, a door that opens, a conversation that shifts, a check that arrives, an opportunity that presents itself, a connection that is made, a problem that resolves, a healing that manifests, a confirmation that appears. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Do not minimize it as insignificant. Recognize it for what it is, the beginning of your manifestation, the first fruit of your faith, the initial evidence of your protection working on your behalf. And when you see it, celebrate it. Thank God for it. Declare that more is coming. Because that first sign is not the end. It is the beginning. It is the crack in the dam. It is the opening in the wall. It is the first domino that will cause all the others to fall. But you must respond correctly to that first sign. You must steward it with gratitude. You must acknowledge it with faith. You must build on it with expectation. Because how you handle the beginning determines how quickly you receive the fullness. My child, we are approaching the final part of this powerful message. But before we get there, I need to give you one more crucial key. This key will determine whether you just experience a temporary breakthrough or whether you establish a permanent victory. The key is this: you must change your identity, not your behavior, not your habits, not your circumstances, your identity, because everything you do flows from who you believe you are. If you still see yourself as a victim, you will act like a victim. If you still identify as defeated, you will live defeated. If you still think of yourself as struggling, you will continue to struggle. But if you begin to see yourself the way heaven sees you, if you start to identify as the protected, powerful, purposeful warrior that you truly are, if you embrace your new identity as one who is marked for victory, everything changes. Your decisions change, your relationships change, your finances change, your health changes, your entire life aligns with your identity. So from this moment forward, you are no longer the person who barely survives. You are the person who thrives. You are no longer the one who is always attacked. You are the one who advances. You are no longer the victim of circumstances. You are the victor over circumstances. You are no longer waiting for your breakthrough. You are walking in your breakthrough. Say it out loud right now. I am protected. I am powerful. I am victorious. I am blessed. I am favored. I am advancing. I am thriving. I am marked for greatness. This is who I am. This is my identity. This is my truth. Feel those words as you speak them. Let them sink deep into your spirit. Allow them to replace every old, defeated, victim mentality thought pattern. This is your new operating system. This is your new default setting. This is who you are now. And as you walk in this new identity, you will notice that opportunities come to you differently. People treat you differently. Problems resolve differently. Blessings manifest differently. Not because the external world changed, but because your internal world changed. And the external always reflects the internal. Now, my beloved, I want to pray for you. I want to speak a blessing over you that will seal everything we have discussed today. Close your eyes if you can. Open your hands as a posture of receiving, and receive this blessing. May the protection of the Archangel Michael surround you like a wall of fire. May no weapon formed against you prosper. May every tongue that rises against you in judgment be condemned. May the favor of heaven rest upon you and open doors no man can shut. May supernatural wisdom guide your decisions. May divine connections align with your destiny. May abundant provision flow toward you from unexpected sources. May physical healing, emotional healing, and spiritual healing manifest in your body, soul, and spirit. May your enemies become your footstool. May your pain become your platform. May your test become your testimony. May your battle become your breakthrough. And may you walk in the fullness of everything God has prepared for you, from this day forward and forevermore. Receive that blessing right now. Let it settle over you like a warm blanket. Feel the weight of it, the power of it, the truth of it. This is not just words. This is heaven's declaration over your life becoming activated in this moment. Now, to complete this process, I need you to take 3 final actions. These are not suggestions. These are assignments. And your obedience to these assignments will determine how quickly everything we have spoken manifests in your physical reality. First, in the comments below, write, "I am marked for protection and victory." This is your public declaration of faith. This is your agreement with heaven. This is your testimony that you received this word and you are acting on it. Second, share this message with someone who is in battle right now, someone who needs to know they are protected, someone who is about to give up, someone who has forgotten their identity. When you sow this seed of hope into someone else's life, you multiply your own blessing. Third, subscribe to this channel and activate notifications. This keeps you connected to the continuous flow of prophetic words, divine strategies, and spiritual revelations that are being released for this season. You are not meant to fight this battle alone. You are part of a kingdom family, a spiritual army, a divine community. Stay connected, stay fed, stay strong. Your battle is not over yet, but your victory is already secured. The Archangel Michael stands with you. Heaven backs you, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what God has ordained for your life. Walk forward in faith, fight with confidence, and watch as every promise manifests exactly as heaven declared it would. You are protected, you are marked, you are victorious. Now go and live like it.